video is dedicated to all you female gamers out there. How many females out there have been in a situation where you're like, ugh, oh, what? Ugh. I have. Well, when it's about video games, I would say. I always get into these weirdest situations I never thought I would be in. Just don't understand why. I mean, what's wrong with me playing video games, huh? Nothing, because everyone can play. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl or look like this or that. Doesn't matter. You're supposed to be who you ever want to be. It makes me so frustrating because it just sucks that society is making us do stuff we don't want to do, or like we expect to do something but we don't want to do it. I can give you a really good example. The other week I was at this Halloween event and I was talking, well, this guy started talking to me and it was just being nice and talking back, and we were just talking, and then he was asking me why I'm in America, what am I doing here, what am I studying? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Great, do I have to talk about it? He's gonna say something stupid, he's gonna say it. I know it, this 90% of my situations always turn the way I think it's gonna be. For those of you who don't know, I moved to America to follow my dreams and get into the video game industry. So as a game designer and a writer. Moving on to the guy, I told him, yeah, I came here to do that. And then he was like, wow, you play video games? And I'm like, no, I just want to be involved in the industry and I'm not interested in, you know, video games. And then he's like, whoa, seriously? That is so weird. And I'm like, why is it weird? And he just, I remember his face expression. It was just hilarious the way he was looking at me. He was like, you look like one of those. And I'm like, what do you mean I look like one of those? Well, the typical stereotype gamer is basically a fat guy with a big beard and in his room playing games and eating Taco Bell all day. And I'm like, are you joking or are you serious? He was dead serious. I was just looking at him being like, he must be joking. Yeah, it's not true. But he was serious. He was actually serious. He said, no, that's what I think. I think that there are guys, fat guys, in a dark room, eating Taco Bell, and just play games all day. That's what he really thought. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not true. And then he's like, but you are so different. I mean, look at you, you're the complete opposite. Nobody would ever thought that you were into video games. It was just so uncomfortable. This is not the first time that's happening to me. I've lost count of how many times I've been in that situation. So every time someone is talking to me, I kind of avoid talking about that whole area, because as soon as they find out, they talk with me a little bit differently. I've noticed. It's kind of weird. But it's just quite odd to be treated a little bit different because you do something that you're not supposed to do. I mean, the stereotype of woman, they're like back in the many years ago was like, oh, the woman's supposed to be in the kitchen and make food for me, make a sandwich. That's a typical thing, like people are talking about on the internet. Woman, go into the kitchen and make me a sandwich right now. I don't even make a sandwich for myself. How am I supposed to make a sandwich for you? No. Unless you really, really deserve it. And you're someone I really adore and I love. And I want to spend with the rest of my life. I would make you a sandwich. Or you have to pay me. Or there must be a reason behind it. I would not make a sandwich for you unless you deserve it. A sandwich is really easy to make. I mean, why do people say keep making me a sandwich? I mean, if I were the guy, I would be like making lasagna. Duh. Lasagna's so good. Oh my god, lasagna's so good. This is what I mean by society's being screwed, I would say. There is no stereotype, typical stereotype of gamer. There is no this and that. There is no us. There is no them. There is no difference. There is only one person. You know, there's I just don't understand why it has to be the girls and the guys. Why you're just not together as one. I was playing online. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I was playing online. I was playing Black Ops, and I decided to put the microphone on. I usually don't do that, and I was playing just for fun with a friend, and then these guys were cussing at me. They're like, "Oh my god, there's a girl in the room," and then they would calling me names. I'm not gonna say what they told me, and calling me names, saying nasty things, telling me to shush and to get out, and I'm using mild language here. And don't play games because that's not where I belong. I thought it was flipping hilarious. I was just like laughing on the other side, and I told the guy, that's not the way you're supposed to speak with a lady. Haven't your mother taught you how to speak with a girl before? And he became silent, and then he started cussing again at me. And the funny thing is, we ended up becoming like turned into different teams. So I was like, okay, I can't do anything about the situation, so I'm just gonna beat the flipping A out of him. And that's what I did. I kept on beating his ass over and over and over again. He was getting so frustrated. He was trying to chase me all over the map. And I was just laughing at it like, dude, don't come to me and tell me all these things and then try to get rid of me. You know, that doesn't work that way. Just ended up leaving the room. Funny thing is about that, 20 minutes after the whole situation that happened, he ended up adding me on his friends list. Not that I accepted him because I don't accept strangers, but I was like, dude, what do you want from me? You just say all these things to me and are you going to become friends, or do you want to curse at me more? It was just hilarious. And there's some people in the room defending me as well. They're like, leave her alone. She's so sweet and nice and blah blah blah. They're so sweet. But you find these people and then you find those other kind of people. And it's kind of discriminating. I mean, why can't we have a good time as well? What have we done? Nothing. I've been growing up with playing video games. My dad got me my first console when I was three years old. And I've been growing up with playing games, and I don't think that's a wrong thing. And just don't understand why people are discriminating by that. There's so much left to say regarding this topic, but all I can say is that keep walking forward and just be yourself. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. There's no way that you would change because society makes it different, you know? Just because you're a female playing games. I mean, it's 2014, guys. It's almost 2015. I mean, come on, it's just stop it. It's just ridiculous why people are still making a fuss about this. Just want to learn my heart out about this, about female gamers and how they criticize and how they discriminate. I'm not saying, like I said earlier, that all people are like this. There are different people that think differently, and anyone is allowed to think whatever they want to think, but it's just like, there's no stereotype look of gamers. I just don't understand what people still think about that. It just makes no sense. Thank you for watching this week's episode. I just wanted to let my heart out about this, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you want to see more, you can subscribe or share, like, whichever you want to do, it's up to you. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you guys pretty soon. Bunny is out.
Well, excuse me, princess.